In this part, we'll create a Flutter app from scratch. It will consume the user management API which we created in last video. So, open Visual Studio Code and create empty Flutter project. Project is ready. Now open pubspec file. Under Dependencies section, import HTTP and JWT decoder packages. Save the file to import the packages. Now we'll create folders to structure our project. So create these folders: Account, Admin Area, Users Area, Other Roles, Models, Constants, Shared, and Services. Inside Accounts folder, create Login and Register pages. In Admin folder, create Admin main page file. In Users folder, create Users main page file. In Other folder, create Unknown Roles page. In Login page, create stateful widget named Login page and return scaffold widget. In Register page, create stateful widget named Register page and return scaffold widget. In Admin page, create stateful widget named Admin main page and return scaffold widget. In Users page, create stateful widget named Users main page and return scaffold widget. In Unknown page, create stateful widget named Unknown Roles and return scaffold widget. Set Login page as home in main file. Now we'll create models. So, create User Model file. Inside it, create User Model class. Create 3 string type properties named ID, email, and nullable phone number. And finally, create a nullable list of string type property named role. Create constructor of this class and require ID and email inside it. Don't require phone number and role, as these are nullable. Now create a factory constructor of this class named from JSON and pass map of string and dynamic type parameter named JSON. Inside it, return user model object. Inside it, initialize all properties with JSON values. These values will be returned from the API. Assign list of roles to role if role's value is not null, otherwise assign null. Now, create Login model file. Open Visual Studio to check properties of models from the API. Run the API. Login require email and password. Inside Login model, create Login model class. Create 2 string type properties named email and password. Create constructor of this class and require both properties inside it. Now create a method of map type named to JSON. Inside it, return object and then initialize JSON value with the properties of this class. Now create register model. Inside it, create register model class. Inside it, create 3 properties of string type named email, password, and phone number. Create constructor of this class and require all properties inside it. Now create to JSON method and initialize JSON value with the properties of this class. Now create role model. Inside it, create role model class. Inside it, create two properties of string type named ID and name. Create constructor of this class and require both properties inside it. Now create from JSON method and pass map named JSON as parameter. Then return object of this class. Inside it, initialize the properties with the JSON values. Now create change role model. Inside it, create change role model class. Create two properties of string type named user email and new role. Create constructor of this class and require both properties inside it. Create to JSON method. Return object and inside it, assign these properties to JSON values. We forgot to add const keyword to constructors of model classes. Now create change password model file. Inside it, create change password model class. Create three properties of string type named email, current password, and new password. Create constructor of this class and require all properties inside it. Now create to JSON method. Return object and inside it, assign these properties to JSON values. With this, all model classes are complete. Now, we'll create constants, widgets, and token class. So first, create token handler file. Create token handler class. We'll make it a Singleton class because we want to use single instance of this class throughout the app. I have complete video on Singleton classes if you want to understand the code of this class thoroughly. Now create string type private property named JWT token. As it is private property, I'll use methods to perform CRUD operations. So first create add token method, pass string type parameter named token to it. Inside it, use if statement to check if token is empty. Inside it, assign this token to JWT token property. Now create method of string return type named getToken. Inside it, return JWT token. Finally, create method named clearToken. Inside it, pass empty string to JWT token property. Now create API endpoint file. Create API endpoint class inside it. I have already saved the API endpoints, so I'll simply copy-paste that code. Here, I have mentioned the all endpoints of this API which we are going to use. Now, create border styles file. I'll copy these border styles. Inside it, create border styles class. Now, paste those styles here. These are simple border styles of different events. I also have this decoration for drop-down button. So with this, all constant classes are created. Now, we'll create shared widgets because these widgets will be shared across the pages. Inside shared folder, custom app bar file. Inside it, create stateless widget named custom app bar. Return app bar widget. Create a string type variable named title and a color type variable named color. Require both variables inside constructor. Pass text widget as title, pass title variable to it. Center the title. Pass color variable to background color. Set foreground color to white. Implement preferredSize widget class. Implement override method. Return size.from height method and pass k toolbar height. Now, create submit button file. Create a function of material button return type named submit button. In parameters, require these properties: build context, background color, text color, title, method of type nullable void callback. Return material button. Pass method as on pressed method. Pass text widget as child and pass title to it. Pass background color to color. Pass text color to text color property. Set min width to double infinity. Set height to 60. Pass button border from border style class to shape. Now, create text fields file. Create a function of text form field return type named email text field. In parameters, require text editing controller, a bool property named read only, and set it false as default. Return text form field. Pass controller to controller. Pass input decoration to decoration property. Set label text to email. Pass text style to floating label style, and inside it set label color. Pass border to border. Pass focused border. Pass error border. Pass focused error border. Set keyboard type to text input type. Email address. Pass read only variable to read only. Use validator and pass method with value parameter to it. Inside it, use if statement to check if value is either null or empty. Inside it, return error message in string format. Use another if statement and pass this regular expression to it. Also pass value using has method, and also negate the statement to check if email address is not a validate type. Inside it, return error message. Then simply return null. Create another function of text form field return type named password text field. In parameters, require text editing controller and a nullable string type variable named label. Inside it, return text form field. Pass controller to controller. Copy the decoration block and paste here. Pass label to label text and pass default value in case label variable is null. Set obscure text to true. Use validator and pass it method with value parameter. Copy-paste this if statement. Change the error message. Use another if statement to check if length of the password is less than 6 because we set minimum password length to 6 in API. Inside it, return error message. Then return null. Create another function of text form field return type named phone number field. In parameters, require text editing controller. Copy the decoration. Return text form field. Paste code decoration here. Change controller name. Also pass the label text. Set keyboard type to text input type. Phone. Use input formatters and pass it list of type text input format. Inside it, pass filtering text input formatter. Digits only. Copy paste validators. Change error messages. Also change minimum length to 7. Now create function of text field return type named user details text field. In parameters, require label and value of string type. Inside it, return text field. Pass text editing controller to controller and pass value to text property of it. Set read only to true. Copy-paste decoration. Pass label to label text. Now, create confirmation dialog file. Create function of future bool return type, named confirmation dialog. In parameters, require build context, title, content, and color. Inside it, return show dialog. At end, use .then method, returned value or false, in case value is null. Set barrier dismissible to false. Pass method to builder. Inside it, return alert dialog. Pass text widget to title and pass title variable to it. Pass context to text widget also. Use actions and pass it list of type widget. Inside it, create material button. Pass color to color. Set text color to white. Give padding to all sides. Set hover elevation to 0. Elevation to 0. Focus elevation to 0. Pass button border to shape. Inside method, use navigator.ofContext.pop method and pass it false value to it. Create text widget as child. Set title to cancel. Copy this button and paste below. Pass true to pop method and set title to confirm. Now, create error dialog. Create void function named error dialog. In parameters, require build context, status code, description. Inside it, create show dialog widget. Inside builder method, return alert dialog. Use title and pass it align widget. Set alignment to center left. Pass text widget as child. Use content and pass it column widget. Set main axis alignment to start. Set main axis size to min. Set cross axis alignment to start. Use children and create text widget. Pass status code to it. Create another text widget and pass description to it. Create actions. Copy this button code and paste here. Remove value from pop method. Set title to OK. Set color. Set actions alignment to center. Now create user details file. Create void function named user details. In parameters, require build context, user model object, and color. Inside it, create show dialog widget. Inside it, return alert dialog. Pass column to content. Set cross-axis alignment to center. Set main axis size to min. Inside it, create sized box to create some spacing. Use text widget to create heading. Use user details text field, pass ID as label, and pass user.id to value. Create text field, pass email as label, and pass user.email to value. Create text field, pass phone number as label, and pass user.phone number to value. Also provide default value if phone number is empty. Create text field, pass role as label, pass user.role to value, use join method here and also provide default value. Create actions. Copy the button and paste here. Set color to color. Set action alignment to center. Also require color in error dialog function. and pass it to button color. Shared widget and functions are complete. Now, we'll create methods to check and verify admin and user roles. So, create role check file. Inside it, create role check class. Create a void method named checkAdminRole and pass build context in parameter. Inside it, create a decoded token variable, initialize it with jwtDecoder.decode method, and pass getToken method to it from tokenHandler class. Create string type variable named role, initialize it with decoded token variable. To get role from token, we need key of role. For that, open Postman. Also open this website to read JWT token. Send login request to API using Postman. Copy the token and paste it on this website. This token provides name, email, ID, role, etc. Right now, we need only role. So we'll copy key of the role and paste it here to get the value against this key, which will return the role value. Use if statement and check if role is not equal to admin or it's null. Inside it, use navigator.push and remove until method to redirect to login page. Create another method of void type named checkUserRole. Copy-paste this code here. Change condition from admin to user. Role check class is complete. Now we'll create login page. Create a text editing controller named Email Editing Controller. Create another controller named Password Editing Controller. Create global key of type form state named Form Key. Dispose off both controllers in dispose method. Run the app. In body, create center widget, inside it, create column widget. Set main axis size to min. Set main axis alignment to center. Inside it, create a text widget and pass it heading text. Use style property and pass it text style widget. Increase the font size. Change the text color. Set font weight to bold. Let me adjust the screens. Create sized box to create some spacing. Now create form. Pass form key to key property. Inside form, create padding widget. Give some padding on horizontal sides. Create another column inside it. Call email text field here and pass it email controller. Give some spacing. Call password text field and pass it password controller. Create some spacing. Call submit button now. Pass it background color, text color, button title. Pass empty method for now. Now, out of form widget, create text.rich widget. Inside it, create text span widget. Pass text message to text property. Pass text style widget to style property. Set text color. Inside children property, create another text span widget. Pass text message. Use text style widget and change text color and set font weight. Out of text style widget, use recognizer property and pass it tap gesture recognizer widget, also import it library. Use on tap property of it, pass it a method. Inside it, use navigator.ofContext.push method to redirect to register page. Call submit form method inside submit button. Now, create a void method named submit form and make it async. Inside it, create if statement and check if form key.currentState.validate. Create else block and return to get out of method. Inside if block, create login data variable and initialize it with login model. Pass email controller.text to email and password controller.text to password. Now create result variable, but before import HTTP package as HTTP. Now, use http.post method, pass URI.parse method, and pass login endpoint to it from API endpoints class. Create headers and pass content type inside it. Create body and pass JSON encode method and import it library too. Then pass login data.toJSON method to it. Now, create if statement and check if result.status code is between 200 to 299. Inside it, create JSON data variable, initialize it with JSON.decode method, and pass it result.body. Create token variable, and initialize it with JSON data and pass it token to fetch token from it. Because API returns the JWT token in JSON format with token key. Now, call add token method from token handler class and pass it token. Now create decoded token variable, and initialize it JWT_decoder.decode method, and pass it get token method from token handler class. Create nullable string variable named role and initialize it with decoded token variable and fetch the role using key of it. Create string type variable named email and initialize it with decoded token and fetch email from it using key of it. Create if statement and check if it's admin role. Inside it, use navigator.push and remove until method to redirect to admin page. Inside admin page, create a string variable named email and require it in constructor. Use else if block and check if it's user role. Inside it, use navigator.push and remove until method to redirect to user page. Inside user page, create a string variable named email and require it in constructor. Create else block and use navigator.push method to redirect to unknown roles page. Now, create else block of this if statement. Inside it, error data variable, and initialize it with JSON decode method and pass it result.body. Create integer variable named status code, and initialize it with error data and fetch status from it like this. Create string variable named title, and initialize it with error data and fetch title from it. Now call error dialog. Pass status code to status code, title to description, and color to color. Now, let's try to log in using admin email and password. We are redirected but nothing is shown because admin page is empty. Let's create title in admin page. Title is showing on admin page. It means our login method is working perfectly. Now, we'll try to log in using wrong credentials. It's shown us the error dialog along with the status code and error message. With this, login page is complete. Now, we'll create register page. Inside it, create text editing controller named email controller. Create two more. First password controller and second phone number controller. Now create form key of type global key. Override dispose method and dispose all three controllers inside it. Create center widget in body. Create column inside it. Set main axis alignment to center. Set main axis size to min. Open login page and copy text widget from column and paste here. Change title of it. Now copy form and paste it here. Import libraries of these. Create void method named submit form and make it async. Now, create phone number text field and pass phone number controller to it. Now, copy this rich text section and paste it here outside the form. Import its library. Instead of push, use pop method. Change the message. And also change the action text. Change the button title. It's working. In submit form method, use if statement and use form key.currentState.validate method. Create else and pass return to it. Inside if block, create register data variable and initialize it with register model. Pass email controller.text to email, password controller.text to password, and phone number controller.text to phone number. Create result variable. First, import HTTP package as HTTP. Now use http.post method, pass it URI.parse method, and then pass it register endpoint from the API endpoints class. Copy headers. Paste it here. Pass JSON encode method to body. Then pass register data.to-JSON method to it. Copy this if statement and paste here. Copy the code of else block and paste here in else block. Inside if statement, simply use navigator.pop method to go back to previous login page. Now, let's try to add a person. We're redirected to login page, which means registration was successful. Now, let's see that user in our SQL database. As you can see that new user is added in the database. With this, register page is complete. Now we'll create unknown roles page. So, use custom app bar. But first, create app colors file inside constants folder. Inside it, create app colors class. Then create static color variable named unknown roles page and pass it color. Create another static color variable named admin page and pass it color. Create another static color variable named user page and pass it color. Now, pass it page title to app bar and pass unknown role page color from app colors class. Create center widget in body. Create text widget inside it, and pass a message to display. Now, this page is complete. Now, we'll create admin's main page. So, log in using admin email and password. Inside main page, create list of map, named buttons, and initialize it with empty list. Override init state method. Inside it, check admin role method from role check class. Now, create a void method named addButtonData and pass build context as parameter. Call this method inside init state method. I have already typed buttons data as list of map, so I'll copy it and paste it here. Each item of the list contains button title, background color, text color, and void callback method. Now, we'll create pages which we used inside this list. So, create getUsers file. Inside it, create stateful widget named getUsers. Create scaffold widget. Create center widget inside body, and pass it text widget as child. Then pass message inside it. Now, import library of this page. Now, let me create all pages. Some pages need parameters, so we'll create required variables inside these page and require these variables inside constructors. Now, use custom app bar widget. Pass it page title and admin page color. Create padding widget in body. Give some padding on horizontal sides. Create column inside it. Create sized box inside it to give some spacing. Create text widget and pass it text for heading. Now, create list view builder. Pass buttons.length to item count. Set shrink wrap to true. Inside it, create column widget. Call submit button method inside it. Pass background color of button of current index. Pass text color. Pass title. And then pass method. Now, refresh the app to load the buttons. Log in as admin. Buttons are displaying exactly as I expected. We have a logout button. If we check logout method, It clears the token use clear token method and redirects to login page using push and remove until method. Now we are logged out. Now, we have to enter the email and password again to enter because JWT token is also removed. With this, main page is complete. Now we'll create Get Users page. So, create custom app bar and pass title and color to it. Create list of user model named users and initialize it with empty list. Create a future void type method named fetchUsers and make it async. Inside it, create result variable. Import HTTP package as HTTP. Now, use http.get method, pass it URI.parse method, and pass it endpoint from the API endpoints class. Copy headers section and paste here. Now, along with content type, add authorization, pass a string to it, add bearer, and then pass token using getToken method. Copy this if statement and paste here. Create else block. Copy code of else block and paste here. Now remove these variables. Create variable named errorBody. Initialize it with JSON decode method and pass it result.body. Create error variable, initialize it with errorBody, and fetch message from it as we are return error from API using message keyword. And also add default error message in case message is null. Pass result.statusCode to status code and pass error variable to description. In if block, create list of dynamic type named JSON data, initialize it with JSON.decode method, and pass it result.body. Use setState method. Use users list and pass it JSON.map method. Use this lambda expression and pass user value to from JSON method, and also add to list method at the end. Inside body, create list view builder. Pass users.length to item count. Set shrink wrap to true. Inside it, create user variable and pass it current user from the users list using users index. Now return list tile widget. Pass text widget to title and pass user.email to it. Pass text widget to subtitle and pass it ternary operator to check if role is not null and is not empty. Pass user role.join method if statement is true and provide default message if statement is false. Pass circle avatar widget to leading, pass text widget as child, and pass it first letter of user email by converting it to uppercase. Pass icon button to trailing. Pass delete icon to icon. Create use on tap method of list tile, pass it a method, and call user details function inside it, then pass context user object and color. Now, override init state method, call fetch users method, and also call check admin role method inside it. Open this page again, and users are loaded and are being shown in list tiles as expected. Now, make delete buttons method async, create nullable bool variable named confirmed, and initialize it with show confirmation dialog function. Pass title, content message, and color. Use if statement and pass it confirmed variable. Inside it, call delete user method. Now, create future void type method named delete user, make it async, and require string type ID as parameter. Now, pass user.id as parameter to this method. Create else block and use return. Inside delete method, create result variable, initialize it with http.delete method, pass endpoint to it using URI.parse method. Copy header section and paste here. Pass JSON encode method to body and pass it ID. Now, copy this if else blocks and paste here. Inside if block, call fetch users method to update the list again. Now delete this user, message is showing. And user is deleted once we confirm the delete message. If we try to delete admin, it shows us error message indicating that admin cannot be deleted because we prohibited it inside the API. With this, Get Users page is complete. Now we'll create page to add new user. So create a bar. Create text editing controller named Email Controller. Create password controller and a phone number controller. Create global key of type form state named Form Key. Override init state method and call checkAdmin role inside it. Override dispose method. Dispose all three controllers inside it. Create column and body. Set main axis size to min. Copy whole column section from the register page and paste here. Remove rich text section. Import libraries. Change button title. Change heading. Change page title. Call submit form method in button. Create future void type method named submit form and make it async. Copy this block from register page and paste here. Copy this HTTP request call block. Import HTTP package as HTTP. Change API endpoint. Copy this authorization header line and paste here. Copy this if-else blocks from Get Users page. In if statement, use navigator.ofcontext.pop method to remove this page and go back to previous page. Let's add a user. User added in the database. With that, this page is complete. Now we'll create page to get all roles. So, copy app bar and paste in Get Roles page. Create list of role model type, named roles and pass empty string. Create a future void method named fetch roles and make it async. Open Get Users page and copy the HTTP request code. Import HTTP package as HTTP. Pass roles endpoint. Copy if-else blocks and paste here. Replace users with roles. Change the model to role model. Now, copy list view builder. Pass roles length here. Pass role here too. Modify the leading and title code according to roles. Remove the subtitle block. Call delete role method on confirmation. Delete on tap code block. Change page title. Create future void method named delete role, require ID and parameter, and make it async. Override init method. Call checkAdmin role method inside it. Then call fetch roles method. Roles are showing as expected. Copy code of delete user method and paste here. In if block, call fetch roles. Change endpoint to roles. User is deleted successfully. However, we can't delete admin role because we prohibited it in API. With that, this page is complete. Now we'll create page to add roles. So, copy app bar and paste here. Change page title. Override init state method and call check admin role method. Create column and body. Set main axis size to min. Copy-paste this heading block from add user page. Change heading. Create form. Create text editing controller named role controller. Create global key of form state type named form key. Pass form key to key property. Inside it, create padding widget. Give some padding on horizontal sides. Create column inside it. Create text form field. Pass role controller to controller. Pass input decoration to decoration. Set label text. Pass text style to floating label style. Inside it, set colors. Pass border styles from the border styles class. Set keyboard type to text. Pass callback method with value parameter to validate. Inside it, use if statement and check if value is null or value is empty. Inside it, return error message. Then return null. Create sized box for spacing. Then call submit button. Pass background color, text color, title. Pass submit form method to method. Create future void method named submit form and make it async. In add user page, I forgot to wrap this code inside if statement which validates the form state. Copy this if statement and paste in add role page. Now copy-paste the HTTP request and if-else blocks. Import the HTTP package as HTTP. Change the endpoint to roles. Pass role controller.text in body. Now add user role. User role is added. With that, this page is complete. Now, we'll create two pages, one to select user, and second to assign or change role of selected user. So, open select user page. Copy-paste app bar. Change page title. Create list of user model type named users and initialize it with empty string. Override init state method. Inside it, call check admin role method. Now copy-paste fetch users method from get user page. Import HTTP package as HTTP. Import required libraries. Now, copy list view builder from get users page. Create column inside body, set main axis size to min. Inside it, create sized box to add some spacing. Create text widget and pass heading to it. Create sized box again. Now paste list view builder here. Remove subtitle. Remove delete method. Change trailing icon. Now inside method, use navigator of context.poke method. Now, create assign role file. Inside it, create stateful widget named assign role. Return scaffold widget. Now, redirect to assign role page in trailing icon method. Create string variable named email in assign role page and require it in constructor. Now, pass user.email to assign page. Copy this navigation code and paste here in onTap method. Now, call fetchUser method in initState method. Users are loaded in list format as expected. Now, create app bar in assign role page. Import HTTP package here. Change page title. Create text editing controller named email controller. Create global key of form state type named form key. Create nullable string type variable named selected item. Create list of role model type named roles and initialize it with empty list. Open get role page. Copy this fetch role method and paste here. Override initState method. Call checkAdmin role method. Then call fetch roles method. Copy this heading text. Create column inside body. And paste heading here. Set main axis size to min. Now create form widget. Pass form key to form. Create padding widget inside it. And give some padding to horizontal sides. Create column inside it. Call email text field, pass email controller, and set read only to true. Now, create drop-down button form field widget. Make it string type. Pass drop-down button decorations to decoration property. Pass selected item variable to value property. Set is expanded to true. Pass roles.map.toList method to items. Inside map method, pass another method with role parameter. Inside it, return drop-down menu item widget. Make it string type. Set value to role.name. Pass text widget as child and pass it role.name. Now, pass a method to onChanged property and pass it nullable string parameter named new value. Inside it, use setState method and pass value variable to selected item variable. Pass an arrow method with value parameter to validate. Inside it, check if value is null, then set a default message, otherwise return null. Now, call submitButton method. Pass background color, text color, title, and pass empty method. Now, override dispose method and dispose this email controller inside it. In initState method, set email controller.text to email variable of this stateful widget. Email and roles are loaded as expected. Pass submit form method to submit button. Create future void method named submit form and make it async. Use if statement and validate form state using form key. Inside it, use if statement and check if selected item is null and pass return to get out this method. Create change role variable, initialize it with change role model. Pass email controller.text to user email and selected item to new role. Create result variable, initialize it with http.post method, pass URI parse method, and pass change role endpoint. Copy headers and paste here. Pass JSON.encode method to body, and then pass change role.toJSON method. Copy this if-else block and paste here. Inside if statement, use navigator.push and remove until method to redirect to admin main page. Now add new role to test. Then select user, select role and submit. New role is assigned to the user. With this, role assignment pages are complete. Now we'll create edit profile page. So open edit profile page. Import HTTP package as HTTP. Copy paste app bar in edit page. Change page title. There's error. We'll solve this error at the end of the video. Right now, simply restart the app. Log in as admin. Create column inside body. Create sized box for some spacing. Create text widget and pass heading to it. Pass text style widget to style. Inside it, set color. Set font weight to bold. Create sized box. Now create form widget. Create final global key of form state type named form key. Create text editing controller named email controller. Create text editing controller named phone number controller. Override dispose method and dispose both controllers inside it. Pass form key to form. Create padding inside it. Give some padding on horizontal sides. Create column inside it. Call email text field method, pass email controller, and set read only to true. Call phone number field, pass it phone number controller. Now call submit button. Pass background color, text color, title, and submit form method to method. Create future void method named submit form and make it async. Override init state method. Call check admin role method. Create future void method named get admin info, pass string type parameter, and make it async. Inside it, create result variable, initialize it with http.post method, pass URI parse method, and pass API endpoint of this action. Copy header and paste here. Pass JSON.encode method to body, and pass email to it. Copy if-else blocks and paste here. Inside if statement, create JSON data variable, initialize it with JSON decode method, and pass result.body to it. Create user variable, initialize it with user model.fromJSON method, and pass JSON data to it. Use setState method, pass user email to email controller.text, and user phone number to phone number controller.text. Call this method inside initState method, and pass widget.email to it. Data is loaded successfully. Copy submit form method form from add user and paste here. Remove register data variable. Change request type to put. Change API endpoint to update action. Pass a object to JSON encode method, and inside it, pass email controller.text to email and phone number controller.text to phone number. In API, Update method requires only email and phone number. Now, update the data. Phone number updated successfully. With this, edit page is also complete. Now, we'll create page to change admin password. So, open change password file. Copy app bar and paste here. Change page title. Copy this heading block. Create column inside body. Set main axis size to min. Paste heading section. Change heading message. Copy form widget and paste here. Remove phone number field. Call password text field. Pass empty method and change title of the button. Now, create text editing controller named Email Controller. Create two more controllers, first current password controller, second new password controller. Override dispose method and dispose all three controllers inside it. Pass current password controller to password text field. Create one more password text field. Pass new password controller to it. Create global key of form state type named form key. Pass label to both password text fields. Override init state method. Call check admin role method. Initialize email controller.text with email variable of this widget. Create future void submit method named submit form and make it async. Pass this method to submit button. Copy submit form method of edit page and paste here. Import HTTP package as HTTP. Change API endpoint to change password. Create change password variable and initialize it with change password model. We have misspelled the password in this model class. Pass email controller.text to email, current password controller.text to current password, and new password controller.text to new password. Pass JSON.encode method to body, and pass change password.to JSON method to it. In if statement, call clear token method to remove the token. Use navigator.push and remove until method to redirect to login page. Now, enter the current password and new password to text it out. We successfully logged out and redirected to login page. Enter the old password and email. It's giving error. Now enter new password, and we have successfully logged in. With this, change password page is complete. We have successfully implemented all actions of the admin. Now we'll create user's main page. So, login as user. Open user's main page and admin main page. Copy app bar and paste here. Change the color and page title. Copy whole code of the body and paste here. Copy-paste this list of map type named buttons. I already have data in list of map type, so I'll copy that. Create void method named addButtonData and pass build context. Inside it, use buttons.addAll method and pass map data in list format to it. Override initState method. Inside it, call checkUserRole method. Call addButtonsData2. Create future void method named getUserInfo, require email in string format, and make it async. Make email variable in stateful widget nullable. Now, create editUserProfile file. Inside it, create stateful widget named editUserProfile. Create scaffold widget. And copy-paste app bar widget inside it. Change page title. Create string type email variable and require it in constructor. Now, create change user password file. Inside it, create stateful widget named change user password. Copy app bar and paste here. Change page title. Create string type email variable and require it in constructor. Create future void method named delete user account, pass string type email in parameter, and make it async. Restart the app. Change heading from this text widget. Now, login as user. All buttons are displaying as expected. Now, we'll implement getUserInfo method. So, import HTTP package as HTTP. Use if statement and check if email is empty. Pass return inside it. Create result variable. Initialize it with http.post method. Pass it URI parse method, and pass it API endpoint of this action. Open getUsers page and copy headers and paste here. Copy this if-else block and paste here. Remove this setState method. Create user variable and initialize it with user model and pass it JSON data variable. Remove this list keyword. Call user details function. Pass user object and color to it. There's an error. We forgot to add body in request. Pass JSON encode method to body, pass email to it. Now, data is loaded successfully. Now, we'll implement delete method. Copy-paste this if statement here. Create result variable. Initialize it with http.delete method. Pass API endpoint to it using URI parse method. Copy header and body section and paste here. Copy-paste this if-else block here. Remove code from if statement. Now, call clearToken method to delete the token. Use navigator.push and remove until method to redirect to login page. We'll test delete method later. With this, user's main page is complete. Now we'll create edit user profile. So, open it and also open admin edit profile page. Import HTTP package as HTTP first. Copy-paste controllers, initState and dispose methods. In initState method, check user role. Copy code of getAdminInfo method. Change API endpoint to user action. Copy whole body and paste here. create future void method named submitForm and make it async. Change submit button color. Copy-paste submitForm code from admin edit page. Change API endpoint to user action. Profile is updated successfully. With this, edit user profile page is complete. Now, we'll create change user password page. So, open it, and also open change admin password page. Copy-paste controllers dispose method and init state method from admin page. Call check user role in init state method. Copy-paste whole app bar and body section. Change app bar color and page title. Change heading text. Pass empty method for now. Change button color. Pass submitForm method again. Copy submitForm method and paste here. Import HTTP package. Change API endpoint to user action. Let's test it. We redirected to login page, which means password has been changed. Enter old password. It gave the error message. Now enter new password. It worked. With this, all user methods are created. Logout method is also working. Now, delete user account. Now try to log in. It gave the error message, which means account is deleted. Now, log in as admin to confirm it. There is not user account here. Now, add new user. Assign its student role. Now try to log in. We are redirected to unknown role page as expected. With this, user section is also complete. Our application is almost complete, but there's small error. Let's see the error first. So, log in as admin. Now, change the role a user. We are redirected to admin's main page. One thing to note here is that we used push and remove until method to redirect method in assign role method. If we now try to access edit page, it gives us error saying that email is null. It's null because we used that push and remove until method, which cleared that whole stack of pages and created new main page from scratch, which does not have any email. To solve this, remove this email argument of main page in login page. Remove this email variable from admin main page too. Pass only email on places where we passed widget.email. Now, create late string variable named email. In services folder, create fetch email file. But first, open Postman. Send login request. Copy this JWT token. Open this website to decode JWT token. Paste token here. We need to fetch this email property. So, in fetch email file, create string return type function named fetch email from token, require build context as parameter. Open role check class. Copy this navigator method. Now, use if statement and check if token in token handler class is empty. Inside it, paste navigator method to redirect to login page. Copy these variables and paste here. remove this string because we want to fetch email. And pass email here, then return email variable. Now, in this init state method, initialize email variable with this fetch email from token method. Print this email to test. Now, log in as admin. Email is printed, which means our function is working perfectly. Now, open user main page. Remove this variable from widget. Create late string email variable. Initialize this email in init state method with fetch email from token method. Now, pass this email variable instead widget email. In login page, remove this email argument. User email is printed. With this, our application complete. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like and share this video. And finally, thanks for watching. See you in next video.